Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Knots Gaming. And today we are, I believe, at episode 4. So we're on our fourth flight, and it looks like if we want to have our next, we've got to upgrade a module to be able to get our next award. But we're not going to do that right now. We're going to wait a little bit further along. And today we're going to take out the Ki-162 again. And again, if we look at our tech tree, for the Ki-162-III, we are missing 1,500 points. So, oh, and also whenever you play and you get lots of medals and chevrons, sometimes you'll get like free experience. So free experience, you can use that on your plane to purchase plane or upgrade your equipment, like better machine guns or better airframe or engine, etc. So right now we are just going to go and go on our next battle. Now the good thing is that today it is mid-afternoon, so we should have a lot of human enemies. And that was a very quick wait time, so it looks like we're going to have plenty of field. All right. So let's see here. What do we have? Oh, there's something special here. Yes, we do have at least one human. Shifty. All right. Okay, no, we only have the one. So what does that show here? So we need a new sector. Okay, so it shows airstrip as a new sector, so who cares? All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for the garrison first. I'm not going to go for the mine because I can just keep on shooting at the mine. Nothing's gonna explode, and we're never gonna be able to get it. So I'm gonna hit escape to close this forward airstrip thing, and let's go for the garrison. And once we hit the garrison, we'll go for the middle, because most likely the middle will be taken over, and all the planes that were quite difficult to get will be gone. So. Alright, so never go on a head-to-head like what I'm doing right now on a higher tier plane, because you might not get the chance to be able to get out of the way. So right now we're just doing this, and okay, so we got somebody on our tail. So let's get behind him instead. There we go. And always get the lead on your shots, because if you just point right at the plane, you're always going to miss. So there we go, always a little bit further ahead, and there we go. Now we have one more plane to get. Most likely this plane's pretty much nothing. So this is a heavy, so it's going to take a while for us to be able to get. So we got our buddy there in front of us, so if they have a rear gunner, they should be going after that person first up, and they broke away, so we just have to finish them off. So we can see that our machine gun is actually now overheating. Alright, and if you look on the left there, it'll show that it's now cooling down. Alright, so next we're going to go for the airfield. Now there's a plane above us. What's that? That's a biplane, so most likely they're going to dive down in a bit. And we got one right there, but we're really interested in targets of opportunity here. So we'll have some targets that are already a little bit down and out. So we've got this guy here. He's in the middle of another fight, so we'll just go for this one. There we go, and now we got our, and there we go. We got hit by Malcolm. Okay, so that's one of the things we don't. And I think this is the first time I got destroyed too by a collision. Great. So what we're gonna do is there's only one spot to spawn, so we're just gonna spawn normally. And again, we're gonna go for the airfield. So the only time you really want to go for a for one of the mining plants is if you have an attack or a bomber, or if you're going to guide or be a wingman for a bomber or for an attack aircraft. The attack aircraft will go for the ground targets. Mostly they'll do a lot of damage, while the bomber will be up really high. And oh, there we go. Our buddies just took care of that one. So what we're going to do is, because there's already a few planes over at the mining plant here, we're just going to try and pick it up. So and most likely we're going to be heading to the garrison that just got captured after this. So we're just going to try and go as quickly as we can. I see we have ourselves an attack plane of our own that's being attacked by one of the red players. So there we go. We're just going to start. There we go. Now he can finish his job here. And while we're at it, we'll just shoot up some, and we'll basically do nothing in damage. So, alright, so we're gonna go head out for the garrison, and while we're waiting, you could probably go get yourself a cup of tea or coffee or maybe even some water or something like that by the time you get there. And if we look at the map there, we have quite a few people, quite a few of our players are at the mining plant, so it's just a matter of time. They'll probably pick it up. And you get double the points with a mining plant when you capture all the mining plants. So if they are worth 6 and you capture both of them, you get a bonus after X amount of seconds or so. But we'd have to double check that. Okay, so let's start after some of these aircrafts. We're just going to slow it down a little bit and get behind them. A little bit of boost again. There we go. There we go. That's one. We'll take this one now. Oh yeah, there's a lot of planes over the airfield there. Alright, so right behind him, we're going to slow down and match his speed. There we go. And all that's left right now are heavies. So let's go after these guys. It's going to take a little while before I can... There we go. Still... Okay, so he's trying to get on a head-on, so we're just going to go right underneath him. There we go. And unfortunately, there's nothing left in this area until they respawn. So I'm just going to go for the airfield, and lots of people there. So we don't want to be caught in a murder ball or anything like that. So we're just going to try and keep on the periphery, and we're getting sucked into the sides, into the middle. So there we go. Now we're just getting hit everywhere for some reason. It's like we're now enemy number 1. And that's it. That was Shifty got me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to have to just wait until the end of the game. So we're just going to fast forward from here, and I'll meet you at the end of the game. So right now we're a little bit further into the game, and if we look, we only have one player left. It's one of those attack planes, and pretty much everybody is still on the other team, and we got 2 and they have 2. If he stays like that and doesn't get killed, we might actually win. But I doubt that. If we look at the points here, oops. So 513 to 372. So I think it's going to end up that the player is going to, the last bot's going to get taken out, and there we go. I think one of the shifties coming in for the kill. Okay. So combat group took control of the area of operations. Oh, goodness gracious. So the timer went out and we won. Goodness, I should have checked on that since that's really weird. This is the first time I've seen that where not everybody got destroyed and we still won. So without confusing, but pretty cool. That was an opportune win. So wow. Okay, so let's look at our stats here. So we got 1,000 experience, which isn't that bad at all. So we got 9 destroyed and 1 crit, and 380. What is that? Capture points. That's good. Okay, so with this we got about 20,000 coins, and and if you look on the side here, we have missions. So if you can actually look at the missions and you think, oh yeah, maybe I could probably get some extra points. In this case here, you'll get a token. On this one here, you'll get 4 tokens, and this one here you get 10 tokens, which is good. Tokens, you can purchase slots for your hangars. And let's see here. So let's see what the other team. How did Shifty do? Shifty got 10 and 7. He got 9,000 points, or 10,000 points approximately. So, and I got half the amount. And I got more experience for it. Okay, yeah, because we won. So when you win, you get extra experience. So there we go. So we're gonna close this out and close this out. So if we look at our tech tree now, and we need just 403 to be able to get to the next plane. So why don't we go now? Alright, so we're going for battle number 5. So let's see here. So we're going to hit the battle here and see what we have. Alright, so we have some Shifty again. Okay, Shifty. We got to keep an eye on that. And let's see here. So we're going to go for the airfield first, because it's always good to be able to spawn closer to your targets. Now we're going to change our the way we play a little bit today in this game. So when we see that there's when the human players are around, we're going to basically stay on the peripheries and look for opportunities. And somebody's shooting me from behind. Who the heck? All right, so we're just going to start going after these planes. So the HE-51, lots of hit points on that. There we go, that's number 1. Now there's somebody behind me there. Who? Alright, so we're going to use our superior turning to get this guy, because he is annoying. And there we go. We got ourselves an airfield. And what is this? So we're going to go after... These guys can be a little bit dangerous when they're in the zone. And because they have that rear gunner, they're kind of taking just little by little. You can see. Alright, so we've got the first. Let's go for the middle. And let's see who we have here. We got an F-98, not sure what that is. And here's an opportunity here. And there's an opportunity there. And these will basically look after kills mostly. They don't look after points towards capturing, because... Oh, well, we were actually in the zone, and the bots managed to capture it, so good for you guys. Okay, so this guy here... Oof. Like I said, we're staying around the peripheries here. And gotta look out for Shifty. Okay, who do we have next? Okay, now we're right in the middle of everything, and we're gonna get... So this one has a rear gunner, and they got my engine and the pilot. Great. So when the pilot gets injured, the bullets go everywhere, so you don't really hit the target very well. And when the engine gets hit, you can't really boost or anything. So, alright, so we're just going to go for a head-on, not a head-on, but we're going to try and get him sideways here. So he's turning, so we're just going to fly right past him. I'm going to take a turn around. And our pilot's back in action, that's good. Okay, we don't want to ram him. And here's another guy. And while we're at it, we may as well finish off that TSH. There we go. Alright, so right now all we're doing is we're defending the zone. And I don't necessarily want to go and get the other zone yet, because we want to have a lot of points. So the faster you finish the game, the less points you have. And now our gun's overheated, so let's give it a few seconds. There we go. Alright, a little bit of opportunism. And let's see who else is coming here. So that's a TSH, and here is... Oh, this is Shifty, I believe. Ah, here's a little bit of revenge for last time. He should have kept turning. He also has a good turn. Mine's a little bit better, I believe, but he's going for the kill. And there we go, we got him. Nice. Let's see here, who else can we get? Whoa. Now you will get to a point where you're thinking, well, I don't have a lot of hit points left, and you're getting close to the squall line, so what should you do? A lot of people, what they'll do is they will ditch their plane, so they'll go into the mountain or right in the ground or something like that and start over again. with a new plane just before the end of the just before the squall line. So that's one way of playing the game, which is good because then you would have a new plane and a lot more opportunity to get more points. So we got 32 seconds left there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to ditch the plane. Okay, let's see here, 7 seconds. You know what? No, I'm not going to ditch the plane. I changed my mind. I'm going to try and keep on to the end. Hopefully I will not regret this decision. The thing is, we have lots of points, and we gotta be careful who is behind us. So there we go. Oops, started too fast. Alright, so we got that one's gone. Let's give it a turn. Let's go back. And like I said, once you're behind, see if you can be behind somebody else. There we go. We got lots of kills in this game, and it's done. So we got 4 chevrons, first place, lots of badges, 15,000 points. Nice. I forgot to put up a good game. Maybe next time. Alright, so we're here at the end of the game here, so we got a good job. It says we successfully, anyway, so we got ourselves some packs of first aid. Alright, let's take a look here. So we got ourselves 1,366 points. That's good enough to get ourselves the Ki-162-III. That's good. And we got ourselves Against the Storm daily mission. We completed that for 10,000 coin. And Caution and Determination, 25,000 coin. And we're progressing on the Above the Sky missions. So, let's see, record experience per battle, that's good. So we got 17, and we critically damaged 13, and we assisted on 2. Let's see how Shifty did. Kind of curious. Yeah, he got 8. So, but I got him. He was destroyed 3 times. How many times? I don't think I was destroyed at all in this game. Let's see here. Yep, 0. Good. All right. So next one here, we can, if we purchase a new aircraft, we can get ourselves 5,000 points. So we'll just do that right now. So we'll go to the tech tree. Oh, before we go to the tech tree, we have 0 slots left. And if we're going to buy one, we're either going to have to buy a slot using gold or these tokens. But because we don't have any, we're just going to have to sell one of these planes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Depot. And we're going to choose the multi-role here, and I'm going to sell it. So I don't like the Russian line, so we're going to sell that for 0 because it was a free plane. And now if we go back to the hangar, we now have 1 vacant slot. So let's go to our tech tree. And let's go find the 43 here. Hit the research, because we have a lot of research points. And we can purchase it for 140,000. We just have enough again. And let's purchase. Now we're not gonna need a crew. We don't need a slot in the hangar. And purchase. Excellent. So now we got an extra 5,000 coin for that. And we got our plane. So now we get to a point where we're thinking, well, we're going to be, okay, we're going to be, let's see here. We're going to, actually, let's get the pilot first. There we go. And let's train for the key for free. Retrain. Okay, so now if we go back to our tech tree, we got the K-43I. We'll need the K-43-II, or we're going to go for the heavy fighter. So we're either going to stay on this where we have lots of maneuverability, or we're going to go to these heavies where we have lots of guns, but maneuverability is not so good. Now, I like the maneuverability. I like turning and everything, so we're gonna go down the line here. If we see, they're very maneuverable. So we're gonna stay on this line for now, and we'll see what we can get. So right now, if we go back to our hangar, here's our plane. Like a typical Japanese type plane here. So if we check the service here, we could add some equipment to it, because the next one we need the research is 15,000. So we're looking at about a good 10 games or so before we get to it. So we probably should get better guns. So that's the first thing. The better the gun, the better the kills. You know, you won't be frustrated just by shooting and shooting and shooting and shooting, and then somebody comes behind you and that's it. You're done. So we're gonna play until we are able to get the guns, and from there we should be okay to actually go to the next key. So, but we can't afford it right now. We don't have enough points. So if we go back to the hangar and go to upgrades, no, not upgrades, service. So we have 9,000 in currency. So for the cockpit, we can either go cockpit armor or sight. So I don't like the disbursement. I'd like to get a sight, but I don't have enough coin. And consumables, we can get ourselves first aid kit, and purchase is 4,000. Right now, we're not making a lot of points, so we're gonna keep this low for now. So right now, I'm just gonna do the two games, and we will continue on our next video. All right. So again, if you like this, just hit the subscribe button and hit the bell if you want to be notified. And hopefully we'll see you again very soon. All right. Have a good night.